Is John Jones scared to fight you?
Didn't want to fight Ngannou for 3 years. Now he's not wanting to fight me for over a year. Conning the public, man.
Is that fight happening? Is John Jones scared to fight you?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, the thing with John is conning the public, man. I think it's down to him and Dana or whoever else.
Yeah, Dana loves John Jones.
He's trying to grease up his ego a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what he's trying to do. But I think ultimately John's just after some money. And fair play. Like, I would be the same.
Tom Aspinall slams John Jones as he clearly states that John is scared to face him in the octagon. In another interview, Tom Aspinall talked about how the fight with John Jones unfolds, saying that he doesn't think ring rust will be a problem for John Jones because of all his experience in title defenses. Tom believes he is very different from other heavyweights John has faced, and this gives him an advantage. He also mentioned that he has the highest finish rate and fastest finish times in the UFC, making him statistically the most dangerous fighter. Tom is confident that if he lands a punch, John will fall, and that works to his advantage.
I don't know if it plays into my hands because he's had so many fights. I think like ring rust is probably for people who've not had as many like title defenses as he's had. So I don't think he'll have that at all. I just think that I'm way different to any other heavyweight out there at the minute, and I think I'm nothing like anybody that he's ever faced before. So I think that's to my advantage. And if you look at statistics, I'm statistically the most dangerous person in the UFC. If you look at finish rate and finish time and all that kind of stuff, that is me. So I think, he's a human being. If I punch him, he will fall over. So that works to my advantage for sure.
Moreover, Kamaru Usman shared his opinion that Tom Aspinall is the most dangerous heavyweight at the moment and represents the greatest challenge to John Jones's reign as champion. However, he also advised Jones to focus on securing his financial stability before stepping into a risky fight like that.
I do think Tom Aspinall is the most dangerous heavyweight right now. 100% the biggest threat to pry that belt away from John Jones. But John has got to get that bag.
Francis Ngannou shared his thoughts on John Jones's hesitation to fight Tom Aspinall, saying that Aspinall needs the fight to prove himself, while Jones has little to gain apart from the financial benefits. He raised the question of whether fans would rather see Jones fight Aspinall or Alex Pereira, pointing out that Aspinall would be a much tougher opponent due to his stronger wrestling and ground game.
He keeps saying he doesn't want Aspinall.
Aspinall need that fight. I don't need it. When you look at it, pretty much true. There's nothing that he's going to make winning that fight if it's not money. But for Aspinall, that will be everything.
Would you rather see him face Aspinall or would you rather see him face Pereira?
Aspinall will be a more challenging fight because Aspinall respond to a ground game better than Pereira. Aspinall will respond better in wrestling than Pereira. He can do whatever he wants.
However, in a recent podcast with Logan Paul, Tom Aspinall was asked if John Jones was scared to fight him, and he confidently answered, yes, absolutely. He explained that John Jones has avoided tough fights in the past, like not wanting to face Francis Ngannou for 3 years, and now he's avoiding a fight with Tom for over a year. Tom mentioned that John is very smart at handling the media and public perception, but he believes John is hesitant to take on difficult challenges at this point in his career.
Is John Jones scared to fight you?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, the thing with John is conning the public, man.
Whoa. And Logan Paul, it's his favorite fighter.
Yeah. Oh, is it really?
Well,
yeah. Listen.
I mean, he's definitely top three. He's definitely top three.
Absolutely. I'm not disputing that he's an amazing fighter. I think the fact that he didn't want to fight Ngannou for 3 years, and now he's not wanting to fight me for over a year. And the way he manipulates the media and the public is super smart. I'm not taking anything away from him. But do I think he's scared to take the tough fights at this stage in his career? Absolutely.
Tom also said that while he understands why John might be cautious, he respects that decision. However, when asked directly if John Jones is afraid to fight him, Tom's honest answer was yes.
But do I think he's scared to take the tough fights at this stage in his career? Absolutely.
Can you understand that?
Absolutely. Yeah, I can.
You can empathize with that?
I respect it. But if you're going to ask me the straight up question, is John Jones afraid to fight me? The honest answer would be yes.
Tom further emphasized that his goal isn't just about fighting John Jones, but about becoming the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion. While he has a version of the title, he wants to hold the true, undisputed belt. Tom acknowledged that fighting Jon Jones could be a great opportunity, especially since Jon is slowing down, but he's not chasing just one fight. He believes the timing is perfect for him, as he hasn't even reached his prime yet, and he's confident that he can win the fight if it happens.
Listen, it's not about the fighting Jon. It's about the UFC heavyweight title.
Yeah.
Like, I've got a version of the title, but I wanna be the undisputed champion. That's all it is. It doesn't matter about Jon. I'm trying to be the undisputed heavyweight champion. That's it.
Yeah.
I'm not chasing one fight. If I can fight Jon and get the biggest scalp in MMA, absolutely, I'll take it. Do you know what I mean? And it's a great time for me because he is slowing down a little bit, and I've not even reached my prime yet. So,
Spoken like a true A-side right there.
I mean, I'm not the A-side. I'm not going to start pretending that I am. That guy's going to get $30 million to fight me. He's definitely the A-side, but I definitely think it's a fight that I can win.
Moreover, Demetrius Johnson stated that although Tom Aspinall is athletic and a great fighter, Jon Jones would easily defeat him. He expressed a preference for seeing Jones face Aspinall rather than Alex Pereira, believing Aspinall is a solid fighter, but ultimately, Jones would smoke him. When asked why the fight hasn't happened yet, Johnson suggested that Aspinall's demand for $30 million might be a factor delaying the matchup.
Jon Jones will smoke Tom Aspinall.
I don't know, man.
Man, he'll smoke Tom Aspinall.
Tom Aspinall is athletic. I think Tom Aspinall will try to take the fight to Jon Jones. And it'll be interesting to see. Like, I'd rather see that fight over Alex Pereira.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion.
I agree.
Like,
I would like to see that fight over Alex, but come on, man. Aspinall is a great fighter.
Yep.
He's a good champion.
Aspinall.
That's what I said. Jon Jones will smoke Aspinall.
Yeah.
Smoke him.
I can't wait to see. I hope it happens. That's the fight that needs to happen. I think Tom Aspinall versus Jon Jones needs to happen.
Why do you think there's so much friction there? Why do you think it's not happening? What? Because we see so much.
I think
on
Jon
the
Jones said
internet.
he wants $30 million.
Tom Aspinall commented that the situation with the fight is likely between Jon Jones and Dana White, or whoever else is involved. He pointed out that Dana loves Jon Jones and might be trying to boost his ego, although he's not sure what exactly Dana's intentions are. Ultimately, Tom believes Jon is just after more money, and he respects that, saying he would do the same if he were in Jon's position.
I think it's down to him and Dana or whoever else.
Yeah.
Dana loves Jon Jones.
He's trying to grease up his ego a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what he's trying to do. But I think ultimately Jon's just after some money. And fair play. Like, I would be the same.
Tom lastly said that the issue isn't with Jon Jones himself, but with the fact that Jon is holding onto the belt without defending it. He expressed his desire to be recognized as the top contender in the heavyweight division, or at least to have the opportunity to prove himself. Tom made it clear that he just wants a shot at the title and believes he has what it takes to succeed if given the chance.
Like I say, the problem isn't with Jon. The problem is the fact that he's sitting on the belt and not doing anything. So I think that, to answer your question, I want to be known as the guy at heavyweight, or at least have a shot. You know, like, just give me a shot, give me the opportunity to do it, and I think I can do it.
Moreover, Brendan Schaub and Brian Callen agreed that Jon Jones's request for 6 months to prepare for Tom Aspinall was reasonable. Schaub felt Aspinall should be the underdog, citing Jon's struggles against fighters like Cyril Gane. Brian acknowledged Aspinall's strengths, but believed Jon could win, especially with his jiu-jitsu, predicting Jon would be a slight underdog at plus 120.
Yeah, it came out Jon Jones wants 6 months to prepare for Aspinall.
I think that's fair. What do you feel about that?
It makes sense.
Where do you put your money?
I would not have bet against Jon, but I do think he should be an underdog in that fight.
Damn.
Aspinall's young in his prime.
So
Jon
big, too.
didn't look great, I don't think, against Stipe. Didn't look great against Cyril Gane.
Yeah.
We don't know. There's so many question marks on Jon. You know, my money would probably be on Aspinall, but Jon's the greatest to ever do it. So you don't want to count him out. I would say Jon should be like a plus 120 because there's question marks.
Aspinall's a big boy.
And very, very skilled.
And very
but he has some holes. His defense is a little.
Well, he's also got holes in. If Jon grabs that black belt in jiu-jitsu is all good, but if Jon grabs him, puts him on his back, that's a possibility too.
Oh yeah, that's probably his best bet because he's not going to knock him out.
No.
Frank Mir believes Tom Aspinall could be one of the most dangerous threats to Jon Jones right now, but still thinks Jones would win, mainly because of his superior wrestling. Mir stated that Jones could take Aspinall down, control him from the top, and neutralize his jiu-jitsu with ground and pound. He also pointed out that even if Jones beats Aspinall, it wouldn't greatly affect his legacy, as most already view him as one of the greatest fighters of all time.
I think Tom might have the best chance of anybody to beat John right now. But that being said, I still think John wins the fight just because of his wrestling. I think he puts, Tom on his back and is able to nullify his jiu-jitsu from being top position with his elbows and control. What does John win to take that fight? He goes out there and beats Tom. Is it really going to make or break his career? I don't think anybody gives a
Israel Adesanya mentioned that John Jones and Tom Aspinall are similar in size, with Aspinall being just a bit taller, but noted that Aspinall is thicker than expected. He highlighted Aspinall's speed as a potential threat, but emphasized that John Jones's grappling skills are on another level, even though Aspinall is a black belt. Adesanya concluded that if the two never fight, there will never be a clear answer to who would win.
But he's the same height as me, if not an inch taller, but thick.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're a lot thicker than I would expect. Yeah. And the speed, that's the thing that I'm like, okay, that's the danger. But again, grappling, he's a black belt, but John is...
That's different.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. They got to fight. But if they don't ever fight, we'll never know.
Sean O'Malley shared his views on John Jones' legacy, recognizing that no matter the result, Jones will always be considered one of the greatest. However, O'Malley warned that if Jones decides to fight Tom Aspinall and loses, some people might argue he was past his prime. He highlighted the risk Jones faces in potentially tarnishing his legacy by taking on such a tough challenge without securing a win.
Tom Aspinall? God damn. It's like you risk going down as no matter what, you don't have to fight again. Greatest of all time, people will say that. You're the greatest of all time, greatest of all time, John Jones. Or you risk it, go fight Tom Aspinall, possibly lose, and then it's like, he was the greatest. Then they're saying, yeah, but he wasn't in his prime.
So what are your thoughts on this? Share your thoughts in the comment section, and make sure to subscribe and like if you enjoyed the video.